There we go. How's it going, everybody? Of course, we're still in week 2 of December, and it is time for another infamous, and it is infamous, the Doi Darts Holiday Special. It was brought to my attention that I should have some Christmas music going on, so I appreciate you guys bringing that up to me, of playing some Christmas music. But of course, the Doi Darts Holiday Special has arrived, and of course, hosted by, of course, Naruki Doi and Akira Tozawa. So it is set to be a 3-hour celebration, right here towards not exactly Christmas, but on our way to Christmas. But we have a series of matches up here. Got about 5 matches and a whole lot of other things on the docket here. First off, of course, we have Carl Anderson versus Doc Gallows. We'll have another major fight between the Justice Legion and the Evil League of Evil. With this fight, we'll see perhaps if one of these guys can come to their senses. Carl Anderson, doesn't really want to fight Doc Gallows. He isn't the biggest fan of having to do this. So we'll see if this is something that he is willing to face Doc Gallows. He says he's ready. He says he's willing, but he's got his apprehensions about it. So we'll see if perhaps that plays into this match. And then, of course, we have MMA Hybrid Rules. It is Prince Devitt putting his MMA skills on display. He's been doing it week after week with several people. And this time he's got a serious challenge in front of him, as he says he's done his fight camp. He says he's ready to go, and he faces Davey Richards in MMA Hybrid Rules tonight. We'll see what happens when Prince Devitt takes on a man who has a serious jiu-jitsu background. I don't know how serious, really, but has definitely trained jiu-jitsu and has legitimately trained MMA. So we'll see what happens in MMA Hybrid Rules. And of course, the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team titles are on the line. The Reinas will face off against Shimmer and Shine, as we had just back 2 nights ago at Breakout. We had Nicole Matthews with a win over Arisa Nakajima, which seemed to have angered the Reinas. And as they attacked Portia Perez, now not seen as the greatest of moves for the Reinas to do, but good people do bad things, and of course they've been taking a verbal assault from Portia Perez, so they took out their frustrations on Portia Perez, and they'll get to potentially carry out the rest of their frustrations on Shimmer and Shine tonight, with the women's tag team titles on the line. Then, of course, it is hair versus masks. Kairi Hojo and Dash Chisako in the fight of their lives against the Heyman Hit Squad. These two have been wrestling under masks since they got here at some point. I can't remember when exactly it was. I think it was at Damnation. Kairi and Dash had unmasked one of them, and it was revealed to be Miya Yamashita. And now they will potentially take on and be able to take the masks off of the other members of the Heyman Hit Squad. Of course, in order to do it, they've had to put their hair on the line. So we'll see what happens. Either we will have 2 unmasked wrestlers, or Kairi and Dash will end up bald. And, of course, we have the Timesplitters Championship Series Finals, the Mecha Crag Showdown. It'll be the Young Bucks, Reseda Vice, and Los Ingobernables all competing on the Mecha Crag to determine who is challenging, of course, for the Hawkeye Pro Tag Team titles in 2 weeks at Final Fight. We will determine our number 1 contenders. The Timesplitters have spent the last several weeks maybe not torturing is a good word, but putting the other tag teams through some rigorous physical tests in the Timesplitters Championship Series. But we are down to the 3, and we will determine the number 1 contender. Someone's going to climb to the top of the Mecha Crag first, and we'll see who it is and who challenges the Timesplitters at Final Fight for the tag team titles. And then, of course, the main event. One team walks away, the other team will be no more. Revolt, day 1. It is Prisoners of War. 8-man tag team elimination match. When you're eliminated, you get put into your team's holding cell. There is nowhere to run, as all 8 men will be in the confines of a steel cell. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You must fight, and one team will stand tall. One team will be disbanded. Revolt versus Day 1. And that is all for Doi Darts Holiday Special. Oh, I guess I don't have a graphic for it because I literally just thought of it. Of course, we'll have the Shane Hollister, Alex Reynolds contract signing as well. I completely forgot about that. Like a dolt. I should have started this too. This would have made things easy. There we go. That black render is putting up the finger. Yeah, I kind of sort of maybe just used a render I already have of somebody who might be already under the mask. But either way, Spike TV is usually where we do this. But with our new deal with YouTube, we are doing a test drive on YouTube to test out what we can get for this. This is our first true test on you. I don't know if this would technically just be YouTube, or if this would, because I mean technically it's considered like commercial. So would we be technically under like YouTube Red? I have to feel like we'd technically be under YouTube Red with that. You know, it's like, listen, we're gonna get paid some advertiser bucks for putting on these events, but we're gonna give it a test drive here. Girl in the center of the dog. Shane Hollister. Oh, please let it be good. Let it be. Oh no, failed to show up with a scheduled meeting. Oh God. Stern warning. His personality got worse. Oh Jesus Christ. Why? Why is this a why? Why you have to be a problem child now? Blue Cross Arena. No, son. We going back to Des Moines for Wells Fargo. Plus, we need to be in the Midwest anyway if we're gonna do a potential deal that we have discussed. I don't know if there's a decent. Let me look here. So if we had like 25,000, somewhere between 15 and 25,000. So obviously Wells Fargo, and then there's Excel Energy Center in St. Paul. Okay, Kemper Arena, you know, that's got some name value to it. I could almost put it in the Fargo Dome and sell it out, but no. I mean, I want to make it. I mean, we're Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. We need to have it in the Hawkeye State. There you go. WCPW wasn't on YouTube Red, but WCPW also isn't one of the top promotions in the world. WCPW is not the 8th ranked promotion in the world, and also I would say the 2nd ranked. I think we have officially passed up both Ring of Honor and Impact, so I think we're 2nd in America. So we're at a point where we'd be getting legitimate TV deals, and so I think that'd be that TV deal that Dave Meltzer talked about. This is how we compete with WWE. Oh yeah, for anyone also a part of this and dealing with this on YouTube. I have put some Christmas instrumentals in the background instead of our usual music because, of course, it's a holiday special. So we need some nice holiday music straight from YouTube's audio library to keep me from getting dinged, because there's a lot of things that could ding me if I played the wrong song. So this will be good. And there's no like lyrics or anything. It's just like an underlying It's just an underlying bed of music, so it'll be helpful. Oh God, what do I start off with? Well, you know what? I think Anderson versus Gallows is definitely a good one to start off with in comparison, because they're both kind of lower tier. In fact, here there's a little something I want to do, because spoiler alert: Anderson versus Gallows is not actually happening. We're getting a little bait and switch here. We're getting a little switcheroo. Let's see if I can deal with this here. Let's go ahead. Pop. I can't push him as an occasional. Oh boy, do I not have him signed to do that? Ah, shit. Ah, boy. I feel like I might need to. Can I negotiate now? Shit. Okay. Well, I had an idea. The idea is not good. Someone needs to reorganize his contract so he'll actually get in the ring and wrestle, because I kind of need him to get in the ring and wrestle. Oh boy. Well, maybe Anderson versus Gallows should happen. I'll play with the I'll play a little bit with the way this is supposed to go. Let's just do a nice lower mid card here. Yeah, they're not gonna take to openers having a main show match. So we'll just make them lower mid card and just have their match. I had an idea, but now I need to work it into an angle then. So that's going to be the thing. Let me make sure I got that. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I guess I will have Doc Gallows versus Carl Anderson. There. That's how we'll do it. Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson. How long should they go? 67 stamina, 77. Give us Anderson versus Gallows. There's an angle I wanted to do that would be very good for the story, but I don't really have a choice right now, so I'm just going to give them Anderson versus Gallows and just make it a post-match thing. Doc Gallows getting the victory here. Open match. It is going to be a tainted win. I can't really do exactly what type of screwy finish it is, so I'll just, not really worry about that. But yeah, definitely a screwy finish for this match. My idea was to have the gauntlet come into play, and Gallows ended up maybe not hitting him with it, but definitely getting ready to potentially use it and have it sort of play into the finish. So we'll see what happens with that. All right, so after that, let's do Reina's versus Shimmer and Shine. Yeah, because we could do... Yeah, I'm going to split up the women's matches a little bit. So we'll do Reina's versus Shimmer and Shine. We can do it for, let's say, 19 titles on the line. And let's give Nakajima the win for this. Open match. I'm gonna turn up the music just a hair. There we go. It's probably fine, but we need it to be festive. We need our festive hats on here. Decisive win. Yeah, we'll slow build it. I don't know if they can call it in the ring or not. Could you call it in the ring? 73 psych already makes me a little nervous. That 90 though, Jesus. That 88 though, Jesus. You know what? They'll call it. This will be the storytelling match. They don't have to call it in the ring, but this will be the storytelling match. I think it'll be fine. So we'll put Devitt and Richards right here. How long should this go? 60. Oh my God, he's losing stamina by the day. It feels like. Jesus. Oh, this is so sad to watch him he's just physically dying a slow death in front of me. He's just withering away. Man, to really, like, at 38, man. Can we get 50 likes on this video for Prince Devitt physically dying on us? Let's see. Psych. How should I do this? I've got an idea. Okay. I'm going to let it go 20 minutes. And, oh, can I do this? Yes, I can. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to go open match. We're going to slow build it. And we're going to get, Prince Devitt winning by unanimous decision. So it's going to go 20 minutes. Stop. It's going to go to a time limit, and we're going to get a unanimous decision. We haven't used judges yet, but if it's an MMA hybrid rules match, we'll pretend that there's judges. And definitely, I'd say it's a bit tainted. There's a reason. It's a bit tainted. Because maybe there's some... I don't think you could do, like, screwy judges. You could do screwy referee. But I don't think you could do screwy judges. So, we'll just leave it as that. It's a bit tainted with this unanimous decision finish. There's definitely a little something extra in there. So, yeah, Dash and Kyrie. I'll figure out all the angles afterwards. Weakest link. 61 stamina. Oh my god. We should make this like simple. We should literally make this like, you know what, this is gonna go not too long. And who should get the win? I guess it doesn't really matter because they're both gonna do well, but Kyrie could probably use it a little bit more. Let's give it to Kyrie. Kyrie getting the win there. Open match. Should it be open match? Yeah, why not? Decisive win though. And that's about it. They win decisively in 14 minutes. They're not really meant to have super long matches. This is going to be the real pain in the ass here because there's a lot of lower card guys in this match. So I feel like they're not going to be happy if I make it too long. So 23 minutes might be what I do. That'll get me at right around 100 minutes. So that'll be about an hour 40 of a potential of about a 3-hour show. And Mick Foley will try to make the best of this. And okay, before I do this, we'll make it an open match. We'll make it a slow build, decisive win, and coming away with the victory. Oh man, do I want to? Who? This is going to be the guy that I push. I think after this, I think it's going to be Juice. I think Juice is going to take the win here. I think we're going to give it to Juice here. I think the idea, which could potentially happen, is because of how low Cody, Hall, and Afa Noai Jr. are in popularity. Well, I don't know. That's 64. They might not. They might. Ooh, Hero might be eliminated kind of early too. Ooh, this might. We'll see how this works out. We'll see how this works out. But I think this will be big match Juice. This will be big match Juice's time to do this. Yeah, so we'll see how well this works and what Juice has to overcome to make this happen. But if I was booking this match, the idea is that Afa and Cody are the two strongest members of Day 1. they would be the first eliminated, because that would be the team up right there. They'd find a way to incapacitate Matt Cage and Juice and eliminate Cody Hall and Alpha Noai Jr., which would kind of leave these two guys from having to face these four and then kind of work it with that. So we'll see what happens. I want to see where Juice sits in the popularity right now. Interesting. Not the greatest, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. He's actually one of the least popular members. We'll see what happens. Yeah. I think we've got that then. All right, so yeah, we'll just delete that because I got Timesplitters Championship Series Finals. Okay, so I'll book the big ones and then we can book some little ones around it. Oh, you know what I need to do? Hang on. I feel like that's louder than it needs to be. That came in much louder than the saxophone earlier. We need to change this for one night. Where is it at? Product. We need to change our event ratio to about 60, where our TV show's at, because we're not going to do no 80% match to angles here. We got a lot of angles to go through. Jesus H. There. All right, so angle-wise, we have Alex Shelley, Kushida, Matt and Nick Jackson. They're involved in it. Who else was involved? Beretta and Johnny Gargano, and then Sonata and Hiromu. We better get a Santa. Hey, we do have Mick Foley on the payroll, so if we want to get a Santa who would be more than happy to be a Santa, I think I know the guy who would be very willing to play Santa. All right. Should we just do entertainment for all of them? I feel like that's going to bring it down a little bit. You know what? Let's do... Hiromu should really be based off sex appeal. Sonata should be based off sex appeal too. Now, we're going to have them sell the fact that they're doing the Mecha Crag. All right. Timesplitters Championship Series. Mecha Crag Showdown sees Young Bucks win and earn title shot. Let's see. They super kick Timesplitters after. There we go. And this is going to be like 8 minutes. This is going to be like 8 minutes showing this. Minor success because they get to deal with that. I'd say a low injury risk. You know what? I'm going to do a low injury risk for all of them. You know, who knows? Someone could slip and hurt themselves on this crag. And yeah, definitely a bit more success for the Bucks here, considering they won. There we go. 8 minutes. We'll put this right beforehand. That might be an idea. Like really get a go between the deals here. All right. Then we have to have the. Where are we at? 111. Yeah, we got a lot of space and a lot of time here. So Shane Hollister, Alex Reynolds, and I'd say Brother Ray. Should I do a Mick Foley? Should I do a Santa? Should I do a Mick Foley Santa appearance during the contract signing? Might as well. I don't need a normal contract signing. Who needs a normal contract signing? Shane Alex, contract signing gets heated until Santa Foley comes out to deliver to Shane a barbed wire, deliver Shane a ladder, but it's a barbed wire ladder. Here, to deliver barbed wire ladder. There you go. Santa Mick should be in every segment. I'd say, this is probably a good 10-minute segment, because I'm thinking Brother Ray, as the commissioner, is seeing over it, introduces the both of them. They take about a minute. They each say their piece a few minutes. Mick Foley comes out, so you know what? Maybe about 11 minutes. Let's do 11 minutes. I'd say it's still a minor success because they still get their stuff in, and there you go. And they don't have to beat each other up for it, so definitely helpful. All right, I think that will be good. So now the rest is filling in other segments. Actually, you know what I have for an idea? How about we put this a little bit further in, and then we could do an angle, because I need to do something with Kenny Omega. And ooh. Oh, how am I gonna do this? Let's do La Sombra and Chris Jericho. All right. Omega out to call out. Oh, you know what? I've got an idea then. Yeah, La Sombra, Chris Jericho, Tetsuya Naito. To call out Naito. Naito has large presence for Omega in the ring. Jericho pops out of one. I was going to say, and gives him a code breaker. So there you go. A Christmas-themed angle to help move the Kenny Omega Tetsuya Naito thing along. So definitely some entertainment. Actually, you know what? This is mostly selling from Jericho. There you go. And maybe selling from La Sombra. So he kind of catches a beating thanks to La Sombra and Naito in the... you know what I should do? I'm thinking it should almost be a thing where he has the two presents, and then he hears something. My idea now is, okay, it's the two large presents thing that they did with the Undertaker. It's the two large presents thing that they did with the Undertaker, and instead of one of them, instead of Brother Love, it's La Sombra in a festive Christmas outfit. Who then gets beaten up by Omega. So Omega figures that he picked the right one in beating up La Sombra, and then Chris Jericho pops out of the other one with a code breaker. And then Naito laughs. And that's a good 8 minutes there, I think, too. We're going all out. I think it's more neutral than anything at this point. Minor successes for them and a big success for Naito because fuck you, Omega. There you go. We're doing some serious stuff. We're doing some serious big time angles. This is like if you ever doubted the fact that I wanted to do a Saturday night's main event type show with them, with the Infamous. This is truly how you're seeing it. Considering this is what Saturday night's main event did, is they had all the promos and angles and stuff. They had beer drinking contests and I don't know if they did like the pizza eating contest and the MVP Matt Hardy stuff on Saturday night's main event. Oh well. So yeah, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson. Let's do Carl, Doc, Helmsley, and let's do Captain Charisma. So let's do selling. I guess selling there too. Yeah. All right. Gallows traps Carl here. I'll try to keep this as small as possible. Doc traps Carl as Helmsley steals the gauntlet. I guess maybe he wouldn't actually. Okay, as Helmsley lays into Carl, demanding the gauntlet. Saved by Captain Charisma. Let's see. Saved by Captain Charisma, who wants Helmsley gone. Good enough. It keeps it as small as possible, but there's stuff to it. So I guess a minor success because he got the save, sort of. Gallows and Helmsley. I guess it's more neutral on Anderson's part, but Captain Charisma gets a little bit more success for it as he chases him out with the gauntlet. There you go. Let's see. Should the Reinas and Shimmer and Shine? We should actually have that Portia Perez, Mick Foley. Portia is with. Should it be him already dressed as Santa? Yeah, why not? I figured he'd put it on for that gimmick, but yeah. Portia's with Santa Foley and wishes for Reinas to be stripped of the titles. Foley says Portia is Foley has her on. Damn, I can't even put it on there. Man, I gotta Man, I gotta make this bad list. Ugh. Come on, I got it. Good enough. So, entertainment segments, there you go. Neutral, decent success. Like, oh, silly girl, you've been a bad girl all year. Why do you think that the Reinas are going to get stripped of the titles? Thanks, Stay Hydrated. Blah, 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 blah. Thanks, Stay Hydrated, bot. Arisa Nakajima, Ayaka Hamada. You know what? I'll have Hikaru Shida out there. And if it was up to me, Hikaru Shida's literally only out there to celebrate in a skimpy elf uniform. If you've seen her grave year, you wouldn't blame me. Reinas celebrate as Shida is out to celebrate with them. Good 3 minutes, I guess. They could sell their match and then she could be excited for him that way. Yeah, it's not a good idea, I guess. Maybe she just doesn't do anything. There you go. Might turn it up just a little bit again. We're gonna have to like do this over again because we're almost to the end of this video. Okay, so we filled that in. Devitt. Let's see here. I feel like, let's see, we'll do Prince Devitt, Bob Sapp, and let's do Samoa Joe and Katsuyori Shibata. Whoops. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so entertainment, selling. Devitt out with Sapp. Devitt out with Sapp for his, I guess we'll just put fight. Joe and Shibata out. Let's see. Grab Sapp and beat and drag him to the back. Obviously, Bob Sapp has gotten in the way before, and they are going to do something about it. He is definitely going to take a low injury risk for this, and I guess it's a decent success because, hey, they're getting a level of fuckery justice over Sapp here. And let's see, Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards, Prince Devitt. Okay, selling, and I guess entertainment because he's not selling anything. That'll be fine. Okay. Wolves both argue with the ref over judge's decision as Devitt discreetly pays the judges, or here, discreetly hands cash to the judges. There you go. Because why not? Again, more Christmas music. I'll make it a little bit. I'll make it a little bit more. I feel like I can't get a good handle on the dealio of how loud it should be. I'll just make it a little bit louder. Why not? I feel like I'm going to be doing that the whole time, and I'm trying to stop. I'd say decent success for the fact that he got away with that. Because why not? There you go. Reina Celebrate. We're still going to have to put in the Tozawa and Doi stuff. So out of all that, we still have to do that stuff. Let's see here. Oh, whoop. Wait. Okay. I'm trying to... Reina's... Oh, God. I didn't push that up far enough. That's what's going on. I'm like, why is that there? Okay, so we have that. Then we have the Omega thing. Dash and Kyrie. Do I want to have something there? You know what? Yeah. Dash. Kyrie. Let's see. Entertainment. Dash and Kyrie are out with candy cane kendo sticks and are ready for battle with Heyman Hit Squad. More Christmas. There you go. Put it over. I don't know if they'd celebrate Christmas. All right, so what who's the biggest heel during, even though it's a holiday? Fucking Paul Heyman is gonna cut a promo, and I don't know what to say about what this promo is gonna entail. Just because we seem to be doing a lot of Christmas themed things, and I don't know if you knew this, Paul Heyman's not exactly celebrating Christmas. Let's see here. Yeah, Maki and Ray. So entertainment as he helps put them over. Heyman out with Heyman Hit Squad. Looks forward to shaving their heads and is unhappy at the lack of I want to make sure I have this spelt right, because you have it there, but I just want to... Okay, that's what it was. Just making sure. Hanukkah referee. Just the lack of Hanukkah. Just as the Grinch. Which is nothing. Send Heyman out there naked. He's just Paul Heyman sent out there naked, painted head to toe in green. That's Paul Heyman. He just goes out there bare ass naked, covered head to toe in green paint. 5 minutes. 5 minutes of a Heyman promo should be enough. That'll be the first thing before we get to that Frank Reynolds. Wasn't that... Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. Frank Reynolds was what's... Oh my god, what's the fucking name? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah, that's right. Oh fuck, I always forget who plays him. Jesus Christ. It's a famous guy. I can't... Danny DeVito. Jesus, I always forget... Why do I forget Danny DeVito's name? I almost said Joe Pesci, but I'm like, it's not Joe Pesci. It's the other short actor. Joe Pesci's way too Italian to be Frank Reynolds. Well, maybe not, actually. Let's see, Dash Kyrie, we did that. Okay, yeah. So, of course, we're going to have Dash, Kyrie, codename Maki, codename Ray, Paul Heyman. So they're going to be out there. I guess they'll sell because they had their match. He'll be entertaining. There we go. Heyman is a man of his word and has Heyman Hit Squad unmask, showing their true identities. There you go. And I guess it kind of puts them over too because they won, so I guess this is kind of neutral all along here. All I want for Christmas is the trash man. There you go. Actually, this is cutting it pretty nicely. 164 minutes is less than I thought it was going to be. But, I mean, we still have 225. I'm not going to use all 225. I'm trying to keep it as close to 3 hours as possible. Might not happen, but we'll see. Maybe 3 hours and, like, 15 minutes. You know, like an average episode of Raw. But this is far from an average episode of Raw. I feel like this is the best this is way better than what I would what a Christmas episode of Raw would put out. Okay, so oh man. How should I do this? Should they just come out? Should there be a thing? Yeah, there should be a thing. There should be something. Juice, Alpha Jr., Cody Hall, and Matt Cage. So I guess success here. So okay, actually we're gonna do all of them at the same time. We're just gonna make this one big thing. Adam Cole, Chris Hero, Robert Roode, and Johnny Hawkeye. All right. Sure, they're all gonna do their thing here. Day one. Day one, in a huddle. In a huddle. Backstage. Wishing for the best. Then go. Then go to head to ring. Then head to ring. Revolt. Let's see here. Revolt are confident as they Revolt are confident and leave. We'll just do that. There you go. 4 minutes. That gives them all like a decent bit of success going into this. Hey, kind of puts them over. Just they each get a couple minutes in their own thing. Day one, once that Christmas miracle, Revolt are ready. They have that idea, and yeah, this is all juice, baby. But Alpha Jr., I mean, they're all locked in there too. So Alpha Jr., Cody Hall, Matt Cage, they're all selling. Decent success for these guys because day one has done it, but a major success for Juice. Juice is hurt, but able to stand as the rest of day one run out to hoist him in victory. There you go. They've done it. Revolt. That should be. That'll be the next one. It'll just be filled with people under 25 or around there. Revolt, and then the millennial version. Revolt. I hope I didn't break anyone's eardrums doing that, and I apologize. I'd say 5 minutes. They really get their time to celebrate. They don't get a lot of time to celebrate. All right, so yeah, I think we've hit everything except for, of course, the Tozawa and Doi stuff, which, of course, that's the point of the Doi Darts. All right, let's see here. So, Akira Tozawa and Naruki Doi. So they're going to get some time to really do some stuff here. We're going to give them multiple segments. So maybe, oh man, I feel like they should have bits and pieces with people. So like we need Santa Foley in there for this. So Santa Foley there. All right. Tozawa and Doi. Oh yeah, okay, here, let's do Akira and Doi with their dartboard. Ooh. Let's see. Make a future. Oh, what what matches? Okay, because I know kind of one. Let's do women's title match. Santa Foley throws. So they get their bit. They get their bit in. Mick Foley's in a Santa Foley, does his bit, and throws. Now, of course, we don't know who it is because it's actually legitimately going to be random. So who knows? And actually, we'll tie that into the Portia Perez thing. So Portia will come in afterwards with Santa Foley and ask for the title stripping. Or wish for it. All right, so let's see here. Once again, Akira Tozawa and Naruki Doi. Who should be the next one? Oh, you know what? I need to... Oh, man. Hire local. Tell me he's here. Yes. Okay. There you go. One night deal with Glenn Jacobs, because I forgot about that. Where does he sit? He's technically retired, isn't he? He's not assigned. Color commentator. You know what? He's just a personality. Time to beat up a mayor. Oh my god. Not quite. All right. Actually, hang on. I need to change this. Glenn Jacobs. Is the alter ego in here? No, it's not. Okay. The Christmas creature. Oops. Christmas creature. There you go. Save it? Nah. I probably won't need to use it more than once. Akira Tozawa, Naruki Doi, and the Christmas creature. He can talk, right? Yeah, he can talk. Maybe we should just do Menace. How about that? Let's just do Menace. We'll use his size, especially compared to Tozawa and Doi, who are each like 5'11", if that. They might actually be closer to like 5'9". So let's see. Akira and Doi with darts for. Okay. Let's do. I'm trying to think here. Women's, we could do tag, but I feel like I'm not going to do tag because we're already doing a tag team thing. So, TV title match. That's definitely going to be one. Creature intimidates them and throws the dart. There you go. 4 minutes there. Sure, why not minor success? Decent success for him. Why not? Where should that move? Let's put it out over here. And I think we're gonna do 3 sets of it. Perhaps. I'm trying to think. So, yeah, women's television, and I think I might want to do something to kind of deal with the heavyweight title situation. So, who should be doing that? Should I use someone on here? Maybe there's a local person. I could use Buff Bagwell. I use Buff Bagwell for. Is Buff Bagwell like an entertaining character? He can kind of do it. How about this? How about I look and let's see, any character. I don't really care what they do, but I want a good entertainer. All right, that's a lot. So I'm looking for great entertainers. Oh my God, should we bring a Masses back for one night? Eric Bischoff. Ron the Truth Killings. Oh my God, we could bring like Tony DeVito for a deal. Okay, so we've got some ideas here. So we could bring back Amasis for a night and be like, hey, look, old Hawkeye Pro. We could bring back Ron the Truth Killings for a how are you still alive deal and just not acknowledge that Ghostface Killings was a thing. Or we can bring in probably Eric Bischoff for a deal where he's maybe a little irritated that he's not running things anymore. And maybe he has a little bit of words to say about how this is booking. He's like, I never threw darts at a board for booking. I don't know what this is. I feel like that would be. I feel like that would be the thing. Like having the other having Ron Killings show up, not as Ghostface Killings. Oh, God damn it. Did I get rid of Killings? Yes. Yeah. The other Killings, the Ron Killings that I had got hired by CMLL or AAA. I can't remember. One of the Mexican promotions, he got a written deal for something like $15,000 or $20,000, something like that. I was like, I don't need to pay no $20,000 to have Ron Killings on my TV. I guess Eric Bischoff having a deal there. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do Eric Bischoff. Does he already have he's not really assigned. Let's make him a personality. How about that? There you go. All right. So we have another special guest here. So Akira Tozawa with Naruki Doi and Eric Bischoff. Perfect. Let's do that. Let's see. Akira and Doi have darts. Whoops. Darts for 10-man tag. Or no, not 10-man tag. 10-man. I got it. Battle Royal for heavyweight title contender. Bischoff is guest. Dressed. Bischoff is dressed as Grinch, maybe? No. Just put him in an elf costume. I'm trying to think. What would be another potential? What would be a character? I'm trying to think of a Christmas character. Maybe a lesser. Let me see this. Let me look at Christmas movies. Let's do modern Christmas movies. Maybe there's something really stupid that I could do. I'm trying to think of Goofy. How about goofy Christmas characters? My idea, I could do him dressed up as Clark Griswold, which is basically just him just in a Santa outfit, except he's sipping on a coffee. Yeah. He's dressed up. We'll just do that. He's kind of in the festive mood, but not really. And has some words for them. There you go. Where should we put this? We'll put that right there. And I think we're pretty much good. I think we've done everything. Juice's jerk. Oh my god. I suck. There you go. I think I've got it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need. I could do some segments with Shinsuke and Tama Tonga. Well, I did kind of already do that thing. Oh, you know what? We should have Pete Dunne do a segment with okay, we should do one more just kind of run-off segment to get some people on the show, because I think there's definitely some people who deserve to be on the show. So Mick Foley is once again. By the way, this won't. Okay, he's popular enough; it'll be fine. So I want Sami Sabay. Whoops, Sami Sabay. Father Kingston, definitely. You know, it's Christmas, even though it's holiday. It is a very Christmassy. So Father Kingston can preach a little bit about the resurrection of Jesus. I don't know what Sammy is technically. I mean he's part Arabic, so I don't know if it's Christmas or if it's something else. I don't know. I don't know if he says. I don't know if he celebrates something else. He probably does, and I just don't know what. Hang on. I was getting some water, and it sweated more than I thought it would. It sweat quite a bit. Left a nice little wet mark on my table. Pete Dunne. All right. All right. Santa Foley with Sammy and Kingston celebrating the holiday. Done in with his opportunity trophy. Insults them. Yeah, we'll just do that. Good 5 minutes. We'll give them a decent amount of time to really do something with that, and it kind of helps put them all a little bit over. There you go. So Sammy and Father Kingston get their bit in there to celebrate that. Can we say Pete Dunne is in an elf suit? I honestly, I sat here and thought, Pete Dunne would probably be in something, dressed up as something stupid. I'm imagining a WWE-esque thing where Sammy puts reindeer ears. No, Pete Dunne's not. Pete Dunne isn't dressed in anything, and then Sammy just takes a reindeer head thing and puts it on Pete Dunne ears with a Rudolph, a red nose, and just Pete Dunne is just staring daggers at Sammy while he does this, just trying not to kill him. That's my idea. So Pete Dunne isn't dressed up. Sammy puts some shit on him because Sammy would do that, and Pete Dunne just fights his struggle to not kill him. Just that dead stare at Sammy as Sammy tells him to get into the festive mood. Okay. Where should we put this? I think you know what? We'll move it further down here. How about that? Let's do. You do it about there, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. All right, 192 minutes. So that's what, 3 hours and 12 minutes. That's not bad. There's some people I kind of missed. Tama Tonga, Shinsuke Nakamura. They've gotten representation pretty much each week. They've had their main stuff on the show. I really wanted to get Omega Naito stuff in because we didn't do that on Wednesday. We did Tama Tonga Nakamura. Everything else is pretty okay. I feel like I'm doing a disservice not having Lady Beard show up somewhere. Maybe I've got an idea then. Maybe Lady Beard is a part of this and he does it, and then maybe next Wednesday Pete Dunne can beat the shit out of him for it. So it was Sammy, Kingston, and Lady Beard because we don't have enough room. There you go. Success, because he didn't die yet. There you go. I think we're good. All right. I think we've added in what we want. There's definitely stuff missing, but we've worked on a lot of stuff here. This is you know, for people who don't generally get all the time in the world to have stuff. I just saw like EO's name isn't on here, and then I'm like, you know what, EO, like Tama Tonga, Shinsuke Nakamura, they get a ton of time. Brock Lesnar's doing something else. He doesn't celebrate Christmas anyway. Like Kana, Mio, EO, they all could have a spot, but there's just no reason. Ladybeard being a Santa costume, and him and Foley have an awkward stare down. Oh, hang on. Is there like... I regret doing this, and I'm so glad it's not on stream. Sexy Santa costume. And we're going to see what Ladybeard would be wearing. All right. If he's going to dress as Santa, he's going to be dressed like this. So just imagine this, but Ladybeard. There you go. It can't just be Ladybeard dressed as Santa, because that's not a thing. All right. I almost feel like I should be pushing like one more match that's like no, that's a WWE thing. I honestly sat there and I'm like, you know, we should really do a WWE type, like we should really do like a Christmas hardcore match. And I'm like, nah, nah, that feels hack at this point. Like every holiday has to have some sort of like hardcore match with presents. I'm good. Let's not do that. I think we put enough in. All right. So yeah, women's title match, TV title match, and a future heavyweight title match. I think those are the ones that I want. All right. Cool. I think we are ready to go then. Here we go. The booking already. All right. That was a little bit of fuckery with the deals here, but hey. Maybe that could have been this. It doesn't say it, but it's a Gallows versus Anderson as a Christmas hardcore match. There was some stuff strewn about ringside. But either way, Doc Gallows defeating Carl Anderson in the opening segment. This featured a little bit of cheating going on to get the win, a little bit of help from Helmsley, the creator, as well, to help Doc Gallows get the win. And it is at that moment that Helmsley hits the ring as soon as the match is over to subdue Carl Anderson, keeps him from leaving. And he has him there, and he starts laying in to Carl Anderson as Doc Gallows kind of holds him with his arms trapped and his legs trapped. And you hear Helmsley demanding the gauntlet. He really wants the gauntlet again. He figured, you know what, even if they lost it in a legal match, who cares? Because he wants the gauntlet. Screw the rules, which is, I'm pretty sure, now that I just thought about it, I'm pretty sure that was a Triple H t-shirt at some point. I think it was like a 2002. I just thought about that. I'm pretty sure there was a Screw the Rules. Yeah, there was a Screw the Rules Triple H shirt. Oh, that's right. That was the t-shirt that he wore that got him caught in the camera footage that led to his SummerSlam non-sanctioned match with Shawn Michaels. That was the shirt that his Screw the Rules shirt was the shirt that he wore when he attacked Shawn Michaels in the parking lot. So yeah, screw the rules, play the game. Helmsley the creator wants the gauntlet. And at that point, Captain Charisma comes down. Doc Gallows and Helmsley aren't really leaving. But Captain Charisma pulls out the gauntlet. And that seems to bring a little bit of fear into their face. A little bit of fear and wonderment. But Captain Charisma is unwilling to give it up. Instead, he puts it on his hand, ready to use it against Helmsley and Doc Gallows. He is furious. and ends up chasing them out of the ring with it. Gallows and Helmsley, of course, want nothing to do with that gauntlet. We've seen what's happened. We've seen it get rid of Ghostface Killings. We've seen it effectively destroy Evie. As the one time we just saw her, she was a husk of her former self. She didn't seem to be. On the side of the living, really. So yeah, Doc Gallows and Helmsley retreat as Captain Charisma grabs a mic and he demands that he wants his hands on Helmsley the Creator. He wants Helmsley the Creator in a fight. He wants to end this against him. He demands a fight. And Helmsley goes on back, and we don't get a specific answer to that, but it's something for Helmsley to think about come Thursday, as Captain Charisma wants to end this war against him by eliminating Helmsley the Creator and the rest of the Evil League of Evil. And we go to the back, and I have a little thing I need to set up here because Akira Tozawa and Naruki Doi have the Doi Darts dartboard in a section in the back as they present themselves with the first throw here. Now, it's a little bit different than what Doi Darts usually is, but nonetheless, still a random aspect to it, a legitimately random aspect to it. But they decide that there's going to be actual title matches that will be decided through this. And we have Mick Foley dressed as Santa Foley, does his business, and he's going to be the one with the dart. And I'm going to line this up because guess what? There is several names here, two of which I'm a little weird about because I don't know if they're going to pop up, but hey, their names could pop up. But this will legitimately be a women's title match. I'm planning on an Infamous in a month. January week 2, so 2 weeks after Final Fight, another Infamous with these title matches in it. So, the available women who could be a part of this, all the women that are eligible, and the dart is thrown, and this will be a women's title match at Infamous 47. Mercedes Martinez. So, Mercedes Martinez at Infamous 47 will face the winner of Io Shirai and Kana in their women's title match. So I just want to put this in here. Mercedes Martinez gets women's title match. All right. So just like that, Mercedes Martinez will challenge for the women's title next month at Infamous 47. Yeah, I will tell you right now. There were names that I was kind of hoping potentially could pop up. I don't know who the next name would be, Kaylee Ray, but Mercedes Martinez got it. And there were names that for the idea of fun that I was kind of hoping would pop up, but I will go with this is truly, we are living and dying by the rando in a game that is all about controlling and micromanaging. We are doing a deal where we are living and dying by the rando right here. So there you go. Mercedes Martinez already back, already getting a title match. Damn. So she's going to face Io Shirai or Kana, whoever wins at Final Fight. That'll be something. So then we get to Portia Perez, who is here with Santa Foley. She comes in, and she is unhappy about the attack that the Reinas had inflicted upon her, and that she says that her one wish for Christmas this year is for the Reinas to be stripped of their titles after the attack. Santa Foley's having none of it. He's having none of the fact that she is upset by this, and Mick Foley says he's seen for months and months and months all year how much of a bad girl Portia Perez has been, and that she has earned herself on Santa Foley's naughty list. Portia ends up on the thoughty list. Fuck. Ended up on Santa Foley's naughty list, and will have a request denied, as Santa Foley truly feels that if you've done as much as Portia Perez has done to end up on the naughty list, she shouldn't complain about things that might happen to her because of it. So Portia's not happy about that, but we get to the next segment. The Reinas versus Shimmer and Shine for the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team titles. Decent enough match. You know what? It's not bad. I feel like we're really getting somewhere. As you can see here, Ayako Hamada kind of helps hold it together. But if you see here, Nicole Matthews has improved to a 65. Madison Eagles has been fantastic. Now she's at a 69. Arisa Nakajima, who needed quite a bit of work when she first came in because she was doing like 40s, is now at a 65. So this push of the Reina seems to be helping out here. And also having Hamada in there as well as her tag partner, who's a strong wrestler, is definitely helping Nakajima out, because that was a thing I was worrying about there for a little while. She was putting on some not great numbers. So, but either way, good people do bad things, and the ends justify the means, as the Reinas, after a bridging dragon suplex. Oh my god, a bridging dragon suplex is fucking insanity. If I remember right, what it is. I want to see if I can find. Oh my god, that's a Chris Benoit thing too. That is what I think it is. I think I have to see. I'm pretty sure it is what I think it is, which is crazy because Mayu Iwatani does it, and it's kind of crazy because Mayu does it amazingly. It's an awesome move, and Mayu does it so well. That bridging dragon suplex. Oh, the bad chemistry brought it down too. I need to get rid. Oh, why do I keep doing that? You know what I should do? I'll keep Portia around them, but she just won't manage them. Yeah, high 60, even a low 70. Yeah, that could have been better. Yeah, I gotta kick myself in the ass to do that. But yeah, bridging dragon suplexes are like, that's like my fetish basically. Mayu Iwatani does it so crisply in real life that it's so. She did one to Io Shirai on the apron. It was just brutal to watch. and that was in a match right after Io Shirai didn't get signed by WWE, and they were citing like neck issues. And then she goes and fights Mayu and takes that bridging dragon suplex on the fucking apron. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Crazy. But yeah, Reinas get the win. They defend the titles, and that's their first official defense of the women's tag titles. I thought they had another one. I guess they didn't. I guess they were waiting for a little bit. But there you go. The Reinas successful, and we'll walk away there. Reinas celebrate. Hikaru Shida comes out, and they celebrate with her. Hikaru Shida's in some sort of Santa elf type outfit, whatever. They thank her for helping her keep them loose and limber and in ring shape, as she'd helped kind of set up some matches for them so that they could keep themselves capable in the ring and help defend the titles. So celebration for the Reinas and Hikaru Shida there. We get Shane Hollister and Alex Reynolds in a contract signing for the ages. I wonder if this wouldn't have gotten a 100 if it was just a straight contract signing. That'd be amazing if it was like an 80 or an 85. It's like, it was pretty good, but it's still a contract signing. But because Santa Foley is involved, it was amazing. And so the contract signing gets a little heated. Brother Ray, seems to be fanning the flames because, of course, Alex Reynolds is his boy. He doesn't particularly care what happens to Shane Hollister. So he's more than happy to fan the flames. And at that moment, Santa Foley has made himself appear once again. And he comes out with a big present, just a 12-foot long present, just a giant one. And he comes down to the ring, and he has it set up at ringside. And he comes out here to have them get along, because of course it's the holidays and we don't need to be fighting each other during the holidays, and we need Mick Foley carrying this show, put the belt on him. This is for the fact that I don't use Mick Foley that much, so we need the guy whose whole thing is just Christmas. Like, Mick Foley gets used occasionally. Like, he gets used maybe once a week at best on Breakout. So the fact that we're given, like, the Christmas show is his show. It's like, listen, it's Foley. It's Foley and Christmas. We got to. Oh no, Mark Briscoe had a thing several years ago. That makes sense. Either way, Mick Foley comes out. He has a giant box, and he just opens it up, and it's a barbed wire ladder for his present. And a lot of people they're kind of confused. There's also Christmas lights on it. I don't know how you would power it. Maybe you hook up batteries. I feel like by now technology's advanced to where you could have Christmas lights that are portably powered without like a huge power bank or anything. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. He just kind of leaves it there and bids them adieu, and that's about it. They don't really try to go at each other with the barbed wire ladder. They're just kind of flabbergasted by the whole thing. I thought it'd be maybe interesting if they did that, but no, they're just flabbergasted by the barbed wire ladder. They're too weirded out by the fact that a barbed wire ladder exists, because I think out of every weapon, I'd have never seen one there. And especially one that's, Christmas themed. So, definitely something new. But either way, Prince Devitt is out with Bob Sapp. And, he's getting ready for his fight. He's ready for his fight with Davey Richards. And as he does that, Samoa Joe and Katsuyori Shibata, who, of course, have been pretty big enemies for a while. But hey, the old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And for Christmas, they have, put aside their differences for the sake of the holidays, and given themselves their own Christmas present in the sake of beating the unholy hell out of Bob Sapp and removing him from this match. So Prince Devitt is there in disbelief, ready for his match. Bob Sapp is getting the tar kicked out of him by Joe and Shibata. Devitt dare not help him out for fear of knowing what will happen to him if he got in the middle of this. So that leads to Davey Richards coming out. And god damn. Superb wrestling in great heat. These two went 20 minutes. Davey Richards had no idea that there was even a time limit in this. But 20 minutes was done, and they called for the bell. The time limit had expired, and the judges had given a unanimous decision. The judges showed up out of nowhere, by the way, as well. There haven't been judges up until this point. All of a sudden, there were judges for this. Every other time, there wasn't. Judges showed up for this match. So the time limit expired. The judges gave a unanimous decision to Prince Devitt. It seemed pretty obvious that Davey Richards had beaten him, and that he had won this. He had definitely done more for Devitt and nearly got the win against him before this. So, nonetheless... Oh, no. Press F. Oh, for Bob Sapp. Press F to pay respects to Bob Sapp. But, nonetheless, the judges voted for Devitt in a very odd unanimous decision. They felt like, I guess he won. Davey and a lot of other people felt like Davey won. And he and Eddie, who happened to be out there supporting him, kind of said their piece to the referee. He's kind of pointing at the judges saying, I'm not in charge of it. The judges are in charge of it. Davey and Eddie are in disbelief. Prince Devitt has exhaustively crawled himself over, reached underneath the ring where there seems to be some bundles of cash set inside the apron, and discreetly hands them to all three of the judges as they discreetly take it and walk away. And so obviously Devitt has done a little something here, grease their palms to give him the judgment, but unseen by Richards and Edwards. And we get another big segment, Kenny Omega coming out, and we're just a couple weeks away from Final Fight. Kenny Omega calls out Tetsuya Naito. He wants to know what Naito thinks about what he did to Chris Jericho earlier. Chris Jericho, I think it was week and a half ago. I think it was about a week and a half ago. Kenny Omega hit the One-Winged Angel on Chris Jericho. I think it might have been not even just in the ring. I can't remember now. I think it might have been in the ring. But either way, Kenny Omega had assaulted Chris Jericho. And Kenny Omega, over the past week, hasn't heard anything from Los Ingobernables. And so he's kind of shrugging his shoulders and raising up his hands like, what gives? Why does it seem like, La Sombra obviously carried this angle, give him the belt. I don't know why that made me giggle. So yeah, he throws up his hands like, what? What's going on? Why haven't I heard anything from Los Ingobernables? And at that moment, from the ceiling is two big presents being lowered. Two big presents being lowered in front of Omega. And Tetsuya Naito's music hits, and Naito is out there. He seems to have his arm in a sling as he's still kind of dealing with injury. Lets Kenny Omega know he's still injured. He's been, having to deal with some stuff. But nonetheless, decided that for the sake of the holidays, still a couple of weeks till their match, but for the sake of the holidays, we're going to let bygones be bygones. And he has two big presents for Kenny Omega. And inside one of them is his present, and inside one of them is La Sombra. And so Kenny Omega knows that he could potentially be attacked. So Omega chooses a box. Does that mean La Sombra and Jericho have been hanging out in boxes this whole show? I imagine the boxes are up by the catwalk. Like, I'm imagining they're up somewhere in the rafters, and you just go up to the rafters. Like, they aren't just hanging there. Like, they're hanging up, but they're not filled with anything until, they get lowered from the rafters. Although the idea of La Sombra and Chris Jericho just spending the last hour and a half hanging out in boxes is pretty funny to think about. But Kenny Omega chooses one, and it's La Sombra, and he attacks La Sombra before La Sombra can get anything in on him. And Kenny Omega attacks him, hits the One-Winged Angel in the middle of the ring, and boots him out of the ring. I sort of just kind of geeked out La Sombra with that. But Kenny Omega kind of gives a knowing kind of a grin at Tetsuya Naito. Naito looks a little he doesn't look too happy about the fact that it seems as though his plan has been foiled. And Kenny Omega opens the other box where he believes his present is, and it's Chris Jericho to give him a code breaker. And so Naito on the stage gives a knowing smile, does his eye taunt, and heads out as Jericho stands over a fallen Kenny Omega who is definitely hurt after that code breaker. And there you go. The mind games continue with Naito and Omega. I feel like that should have been a 100, not a 93. Come on. What an amazing segment that was. But it's time for another round of Doi Darts. This time, a television title match is on the line. So we need to get rid of this because, hey, it's the men's turn. We have a television title match to book. The winner of Tama Tonga and Shinsuke Nakamura in their big last man standing match at Final Fight will have their first official title defense at Infamous 47. Who they're going to face, we're going to find out as the Christmas creature shows up. They kind of introduce him, but he also just kind of shows up, and Tozawa and Doi look very uneasy at the Christmas creature. We have not seen the Christmas creature in a couple of decades, and they're very weirded out. Maybe not weirded out, but they're very uncomfortable and a little scared, considering they're both about 5'8", and the Christmas creature is, well, probably about like 6'10" at this point. I don't know. Christmas creature's maybe wearing some lifts in his boots to make him 7 feet. So the Christmas creature throws the dart to determine the television championship contender, and the person who will challenge the winner of Tama Tonga and Shinsuke Nakamura at Infamous 47, Naruki Doi. Oh my god. Wow. What luck for them. Wow. Okay. That'll be something. Naruki Doi has won himself a TV title match. And I almost feel like doing another one for the rigged idea. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that just to it's live and die by the rando. So the Christmas creature intimidatingly gets in Naruki Doi's face about how the board appears to be rigged. And he says Naruki Doi is not allowed to face the winner alone. In fact, it'll be a 3-way dance. And the next participant, I swear to God, if it's Akira Tozawa, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Sami Sabe. Oh, boy, that'll be interesting. Sami Sabe has been added to the TV title match. So the winner of Tama Tonga Shinsuke Nakamura in 1 month will have Naruki Doi and Sami Sabe in a 3-way dance. Damn, son. That sounds fantastic. The Doi match sounds fantastic too, but the idea of having it land on someone whose board it is. Obviously, Naruki Doi getting the better end of Doi Darts with a TV title match feels rigged, so they're going to throw in a wild card aspect in that. I feel like that's a good trade-off there. And hey, perfect timing, because Sami Sabe is just he is just dancing in Foley's office with Santa Foley and Father well, maybe they're in like a party room. You know, like how WWE had generally sometimes a lot of parties, and, well, I guess they've gotten lazy now. They don't put them in, like, conference rooms anymore. They just kind of put them backstage. But there's a conference room with, like, holiday stuff set up, Christmas tree lights, all that jazz. Santa Foley's there with a very happy Sami Sabe and a very happy Father Kingston. And they're dressed up as well. They are celebrating the Christmas festive season. Sami Sabe is, he is thanking... He's thanking Santa Foley for this Christmas miracle, as he has earned himself a TV title match. And, celebrating the holidays with them and Lady Beard. Lady Beard's also wearing a sexy Santa costume. Lady Beard is obviously the star of the segment. Oh, my God. And so they're celebrating that, and Sami Sabe is jazzed. And at that moment, Pete Dunne comes in. This actually worked perfectly, because Pete Dunne has his opportunity trophy. And, he kind of holds it up in Sami Sabe's face. and lets him know that even though he has a TV title match coming up, Pete Dunne has a guaranteed heavyweight title match right in front of him with this opportunity trophy. And Sammy and Kingston and Lady Beard all seem, they seem a little upset because it's like, well, that's not really the festive season, the festive mood. And Pete Dunne doesn't give a crap. But Lady Beard decides he's gonna put him in the festive mood, and has a set of reindeer, not really ears. What do they call them? God, what are they? Antlers? Reindeer antlers. There we go. Reindeer antlers. Jesus, how come I couldn't remember the name? Has a set of reindeer antlers and a big red nose to put on Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne has that same look right there. Let me see if I can find a good look of Pete Dunne just like that. I need a good visual for Pete Dunne. Yeah, just imagine this look with reindeer. I mean, this is obviously a couple years old now, but just imagine this look with reindeer antlers and a big red nose on it. That is Pete. That is the look that Pete Dunne is giving him right about now. He is none too happy at this, and seems to be doing whatever it takes to not kick his ass from one side of this party room to the other, and just decides to walk away, which is rare for Pete Dunne. But then again, Pete Dunne would probably assume, hey, there's two other guys in Sammy and Kingston, probably wouldn't go well for me. But there you go. Paul Heyman coming out with the Heyman Hit Squad, codename Maki, codename Ray, as he looks forward to shaving the heads of Dash Chisako and Kairi Hojo. And once again, he's seen the show. He's seen everything that's around here. It seems very festive, but once again, he's upset at the lack of representation. That Hanukkah, is this going to be a thing every good segment we have? God damn it. I feel like that's going to be the new running gag. Congratulations. I believe we now have a running gag of so-and-so obviously carried this angle/match. Give them the belt. I feel like we now have a running gag for this. And it's especially great considering that's how we started off the stream, by talking about how we don't have enough running gags here, and people started spouting off New Legacy gags. Not that I'm against it, but I thought it was funny because we were talking about that at the very beginning, and now we've created one. But now I've made it uncool by talking about it. So yeah, he's unhappy at the lack of Hanukkah representation that seems to be going on in this holiday special. Obviously, it's called a holiday special, but it seems pretty Christmassy in here. And Paul Heyman's not too happy about that. He just wants one menorah. Where's one menorah? Nowhere. Nowhere is there a menorah. So none too happy about that. And so we get Dash and Kairi, who are carrying kendo sticks that seem to have red and white tape on it to look like candy canes. And Minoru Suzuki just comes out like, I heard someone say Minoru. Then he just starts beating up young boys. Young boys show up out of nowhere, just get their ass kicked. By Minoru Suzuki in a Santa hat. He's just wearing a holiday hat, beating up young boys dressed as elves. So, yeah. Dash and Kairi come out. They have candy cane looking kendo sticks. They're ready for battle. It's not even a hardcore match. They just have them out here because they're ready to beat the shit out of someone. Please let it be good. Hey, 82. That'll work. Oh, no. Oh, good, man. Minoru Suzuki with a Christmas, with next to a Christmas tree in the Merry Christmas. Perfect. But Dash and Kairi against the Heyman Hit Squad get the win. And before you say it, Dash very, very much carried this match. Should I give her the belt? I don't know. You guys decide. Dash clearly carried this match. Should I give her the belt? It seems like I should. Jesus Christ. It's an 82, 92, 76, 46, and 47. Holy hell. That is a difference. That is a difference. We were making fun of the carry jobs that have been going on in segments and matches, but I think we just saw the dictionary definition of a carry job, and that is Dash and Kairi, more specifically Dash. Either way, Dash Chisako and Kairi Hojo get the win in masks versus hair. God damn it. And Kairi Hojo gets the win after the deep sea driver. Jesus Christ. She just took Codename Ray and just dropped her on her neck. Ray's only like 26 too. We're just gonna get their necks broken in early. Perfect. So Dash and Kairi get it, and by virtue of the match, the Heyman Hit Squad must unmask. And Paul Heyman says that he is a man of his word. He's not even going to put up a fight, because you know what, he had a lot of words to Dash and Kairi about shaving their heads. He's not happy. He's actually quite upset, but he's going to be a stand-up man of his word, and he's going to eat crow. And in fact, lets him know that he's very willing to do this, because honestly, he doesn't really care that their masks are off. It doesn't mean they're not going to kick their ass afterwards. So they take off their masks, revealing their true identities, which I might as well try to like pop it up here, because I think anyone who's been around enough kind of already knows. So, codename Maki. If you've ever watched Tokyo Joshi Pro, where is it at? Oh my God, where the fuck is it? Where is the picture? Is revealed to be Maki Ito. So Maki Ito takes off her mask and reveals her identity. And then let me see. Codename Ray takes off her mask, and it's Reika Saiki, who's also in Tokyo Joshi Pro, but also specifically, if you've ever seen Lady Beard's idol stuff, she is actually Lady Beard's legitimate, in Deadlift Lolita, legitimate idol partner. So Reika Saiki has unmasked as well. I thought to myself, because I put their real name, I put their names in there. Swole is damn right. That's actually her gimmick. Her gimmick is muscle idol. That is her gimmick. Is being muscular. But there you go. Maki and Reika have unmasked themselves, so they will be unmasked from here on out for their bits. And there you go. As Dash and Kairi are satisfied, and that is the end of that. It's time for the Timesplitters Championship Series. It is the final showdown, the Mecha Crag Showdown. We go back to the studio. Somehow we have spent... I feel like I should just drain like $100,000 out of my account. I feel like I should do that just for the sake of how much money it probably would have cost to A, rent out a studio, B, build all the equipment that was required to do the Timesplitters Championship Series, and C, build a goddamn aggro crag. It would have cost some money. I feel like just taking $100 or so thousand out of the money that I have, just for the sake of like, listen, this would have cost us some money to do. Let's just take it out. Max Buck, motherfuck. Now, I was expecting something else, but out of all the names you could have put, Max Buck. Oh, I hate life for having to remember Gen Me. Generation Me they were really good as Generation Me, but god damn it. So the Mecha Crag Showdown, it is the Young Bucks, it is Receipt of Ice, and it is Los Ingobernables. And they have to climb the Mecha Crag, hit the buttons on the way up to the Mecha Crag to earn themselves a title shot. And after everything that has happened, the Young Bucks end up being the first team up to hit the button and win the Mecha Crag Showdown, and by virtue, they have won the Timesplitters Championship Series, which means at Final Fight in 2 weeks, we can officially book it here, 2v2. Take that out. The Timesplitters versus the... I'm glad I kept them away for as long as I did. I wanted to do that, keep them away for a little while, but there you go. Timesplitters versus Young Bucks at Final Fight for the Hawkeye Pro Tag Team titles. And is this a card, or is this a card so far? Io versus Kana 2 for the women's title. Omega versus Naito. Hollister versus Reynolds for the heavyweight title in a ladder match. Tama and Shinsuke in a last man standing for the television title. Timesplitters Young Bucks for the tag titles. Timesplitters to the start. Give them the weight. But there you go. A fantastic win. Fantastic win for the Young Bucks. They challenged for it. And after the bullshit that they went through in this Timesplitters Championship Series, decide a double super kick is in order for the Timesplitters. And double super kick them and then pose atop the Mecha Crag in victory of their win and their tag team title shot. And we get one final segment of Doi Darts. It's been an interesting time with Tozawa and Naruki Doi, and they have Eric Bischoff here for the final throw. Bischoff is none too happy about the fact that he's been showing up, having to show up for this. He feels that he would never, ever... It's no Backlash 2018. Oh, my God. And Tozawa and Doi have Bischoff. Bischoff's none too happy about this. He feels that he could book better, and insults them for deciding on title matches via throwing a dart at a board. And the WCW creative team never did anything like this, even when Kevin Nash had the book. And that leads to 10 men who are about to be named off here in a 10-man battle royal. The winner of this battle royal will get a shot at the heavyweight title, probably at Deadstorm Rising 2 weeks after, because the January pay-per-view is Deadstorm Rising. So, yeah, to be fair, WCW booked Arquette as... I mean, obviously, Eric Bischoff would defend that. Maybe. I don't know. Has Eric Bischoff defended that? I know Russo's denied it. Russo's been like, it was a good idea. It was actually a really good idea to book Arquette as champ. It got people talking. I don't know if Bischoff has done the same thing as, like, I know Russo kind of defended it and kind of deflected away from it. I don't know what Bischoff had to say about it. I mean, I think he helped book it too, so I imagine he defended it, but yeah. 10-man battle royal at Infamous 47. The winner of it will challenge the winner of Shane Hollister and Alex Reynolds from Final Fight at Deadstorm Rising in January for the heavyweight title. Who are the 10 members? And I might have to be fair, if say Shane Hollister or Alex Reynolds shows up, we might have to re-roll that part. Oh, wow. Okay. Matt Cage, Katsuyori Shibata. We'll have to re-roll Alex Reynolds, but Shinsuke Nakamura, Eddie Edwards, Father Kingston, Tama Tonga, Robert Roode, Alex Shelley, and Kushida. Holy fucking shit. Is that a fucking lineup? That's a lineup. Jesus Christ. We're going to throw Matt Cage and every main eventer we have and just have them go at it. Oh my God. All right, so 10-man battle royal to determine heavyweight title #1 contender. Let me put this in here. Okay, so it's gonna be Matt Cage, Shibata. We're gonna re-roll Reynolds because he's already got his title match. Nakamura, if he's still alive by the end of the match against Tama Tonga. That Doi Dart board is obviously the start of the segment. Eddie Edwards. So, okay, Cage, Shibata, Nakamura, Edwards, Kingston. Oh, Kingston in a battle royal. Oh, goody. You know what that means. Tama, if he survives. Rude. Shelley. And Kushida. Oh, yeah, we need one more person. Who's the final person to take Reynolds' spot? Because Reynolds already has it. Who's taking Alex Reynolds' spot? Doc Gallows. All right. Could we have done better than Doc Gallows? Juice! Fuck! Ah! Live and die by the rando. Live and die by the rando. God damn it. I want Juice in there now with that. Ah! Damn it. All right, that's fine. Doc took his place. Doc got it going his way. Juice would have been great, but I'm gonna live and die by the rando. That's all right. Juice is already getting a push here. Juice has got this main event. Someone has to go out first. Sad but true. I need something to drink real quick. That is seriously several stay hydrated bodies dying. But that was seriously that is a bomb ass 10-man lineup. I mean, the only thing that could have been better is if Juice actually did make it. And then, I don't know. Matt Cage is solid. If Bob Sapp was eligible, by the way. If Bob fucking Sapp actually made it, because he is number 7. Bob Sapp is eligible and he didn't make it. So yeah, Tama and Shinsuke, if they somehow survive their last man standing, will have this. Oh my god. But there you go. Of course, leading up to this, the 4 members of Day 1 and the 4 members of Revolt. Of course, we first check in on Day 1, who Matt Cage does not know that he is in a battle royal to determine the heavyweight title #1 contender. So yeah, they are ready. Give me the name of that. Easy Random Picker by Trust FM. That is the name of that. Because there was one that I saw that was really cool, but it was also a paid for thing. And I managed to find this, and it didn't break my computer. So I checked it for viruses. It seems fine. So yeah, hopefully it's good. I mean, it works for what I need, and I need to set that up for CFC as well. So I have a nice little desktop picker for that, so I don't have to go on any websites anymore. But either way, Day 1 are backstage. They're huddled together, kind of like a sports team, basically, wishing for the best, hoping for the Christmas miracle that they need to win and stay together as a team. Revolt, they are much more confident. They have a lot more accolades to their name than the Day 1 guys. So they are kind of giving a small pep rally. Cole is firing up the other guys and head them out for the Prisoners of War match. and it is here. I like it. I feel like I'm gonna have to keep doing this now. Like, we need the Prisoners of War match to show up every once in a while. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. Jesus. But there you go. Great wrestling and good heat. At the end, Adam Cole, the first man eliminated, get shit on Adam Cole. Matt Cage, Johnny Hawkeye, Chris Hero. It came down to, oh my God. So it came down to Cody Hall, Alpha Noai Jr., and Juice Robinson versus Robert Roode. I feel like Robert Roode nearly ran the gamut to make that happen. So it came down to Robert Roode versus Juice, Cody, and Alpha. Jesus. Cody Hall obviously carried that match, give him the belt. Who was the best? Johnny Hawkeye got an 82, Cole got an 82, Hero got an 80. Where'd Juice go? 73. That's pretty good. Roode got a 79, but damn, was that a fire event right there. But in the end, it came down to Robert Roode and Juice Robinson to determine who was going to stay and who was going to disband. And at the end, after a pulp friction, Juice Robinson pins Robert Roode and wins the match for Day One. Day One has won this war. Revolt will be disbanded. What'll come of Cole and Hawkeye and Hero and Roode, because that's literally all they've done since they've been here. So it'll be interesting to see what we do. A pulp friction on thumbtacks. Oh my God. Maybe just on a chair or something. I don't know if we need to do something like that. Now that I think about it, like I think the idea of Robert Roode doing like a double R spine buster on a chair, like imagine he has a chair, does like a double R, or it could be thumbtacks, who knows, some sort of weapon. Robert Roode goes to do a double R spine buster to put Juice away, and then Juice, as it looks like he's about ready to pick him up, Juice like reverses it into the pulp friction. That's probably what it would be. But either way, Juice helps wins it for Day One. They are done. And at the end of a long battle, it is over. Juice is hurt, but the referees have unlocked the cell for the rest of Day One to come out of their cell. And they hoist him in victory as Juice Robinson stands tall with the rest of Day One at the end of this show. And that is the phenomenal I was about to say Juice Robinson Holiday Special. The juice is loose and he's about to go balls deep in some Iowa women. Drink some, I don't know, Blue Moon and go balls deep in some Midwestern women. As that is the end of Infamous 46, the Doi Darts Holiday Special. I don't even give a shit that these guys were used too much. Everything worked out so well. I think that did amazingly. Okay, first for Dash, because Dash literally carried a tag match. So yeah, that's A. Mick Foley for helping carry a lot of the promo segments. He's awesome. And who else should get some props? Juice. We should do Juice. Juice is awesome. There you go. Dash was pleased. Foley seemed pleased. Juice seemed pleased. Blue Moon seemed tasty. Don't diss it. I'm not dissing it. I guess I didn't even mention that like 4.5 hours ago, but tonight was my 10-year class reunion at high school. And I went to the class reunion. It was interesting because I didn't really talk to a lot of people. I wasn't friends with hardly anybody. So a lot of people were just like faces I kind of recognized. But yeah, Blue Moon was like the thing that most people ordered on the tap because they had an open bar. So they had a bar there. Well, it wasn't a free bar. You still paid, but they had a bar available with Blue Moon on tap. So Blue Moon was the thing I saw a lot of people get. I got some Jack and Cokes. I'm a big Jack and Coke person because I hate beers. I generally don't drink in particular. I do some social drinking now, which I know is weird for the straight edge name that I have. But nonetheless. Oh no. Depressed orbital oh shit, he fucked up his eye. Oh boy, how long is he out for? 2 months. Oh no. Oh, he broke a bone in his skull right by his eye, I guess? I mean, that's the orbital. No, wait. Yeah, that's the orbital bone. Orbital bone's behind your eye, isn't it? Pretty sure. Yeah, it's an eye socket fracture, basically. So, Randy Orton gets to walk around with an eye patch on him now. Perfect. Of course, we didn't have the best show, but what? Oh, that's a European. Why are we listed so low? Let me see. Dragon Gate had Final Gate. That's why it was so amazing. And of course, Taichi was in the main event, so of course it got an 88. And then AAA did even better. Jesus, wow, that's probably. Oh my God. But yeah, Lenovo Windows laptop. What version of Easy Random Picker that I download? I don't remember. I just found one online and downloaded it, which is generally something I don't do because I would like to keep my computer from getting viruses, but nonetheless. So I'm not really sure exactly which one, other than find one, and hopefully you'll find a decent download link. There you go. All right, so hey, let's take a look at my mail here. Marty Skrull is back. We should just immediately make him take a drug test. Glenn Jacobs had his one night only deal. Okay. 5.55. Okay. Cody Hall is a natural talker. The kid is worth giving promo time, in my opinion. Hey, you know who's also a natural talker? Robert Roode. You know who's also in need of something to do after his stable broke up? Robert Roode. Oh yeah, you did talk. I think you did talk about Spain. I do remember that. Give Foley a hug. He looks very huggable in a grandpa sort of way. I didn't even see that originally. Carried back to the hotel after vodka. Knew me from at home, who wasn't even on holidays with us. Jesus, that's quite the thing right there. All right, so let's go to the end of the week here. Get to the next week. 82 for something that was like that. I'm not even unhappy about that. It did well. Oh, look, they had World Tag League. Who won? Karistico and Kota Ibushi. Wow. So, that's legit Sin Cara, isn't it? Yeah, that's legit Sin Cara. So, Sin Cara and Kota Ibushi won the World Tag League. And they beat the fucking Ada and T-Hawk. Wow, they reunited the Millennials. And they still lost to Sin Cara and Ibushi. That's pretty dope, though. That just sounds like it should have been a great match. See if there's anything else. Not really. It doesn't look like there's anything. I won't really worry about it too much, but there you go. Holy shit. That's another 2 hours. This has been 4.5 hours. I'm glad I don't have anything to do today. And we are right at the last song of Christmas of the Christmas playlist again. So, perfect. So there you go. That was the Doi Darts Holiday Special. Real quick to wrap this up. Of course, we'll have Final Fight in 2 weeks. We set up some matches there and got some dealios with that. And of course, Infamous 47 will be 2 weeks from then, January week 2. Mercedes Martinez will get a women's title match. Naruki Doi and Sami Sabe will be in a TV title 3-way dance. And then, of course, 10-man Battle Royal. at the show to determine a heavyweight title #1 contender. It'll be Matt Cage, Katsuyori Shibata, Shinsuke Nakamura, Eddie Edwards, Father Kingston, Tama Tonga, Robert Roode, Alex Shelley, Kushida, and Doc Gallows. So quite a few top names who could definitely walk away with a win and do quite a lot of good with that. So I'm excited to see how well that will work. And I want to thank you guys for coming out because I greatly appreciate it. Because I've been doing this for 4.5 hours, and there's quite a few of you here. So I thank you for sticking through this and being a part of this. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And, of course, and Doc. Main eventers and Doc. And so, yeah, those of you who are watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this as well, because holy crap, this is a lot of TEW content to be putting out within, like, I don't know, a week and a half. I feel like I have enough episodes backed up now I can just not have to do TEW for a week or so. Christmas music carry the stream. That's the perfect way to end it, especially with the end of the music. I'll just turn it up a little bit. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you to the people on YouTube who continue to watch. And I will see you guys later as I'm going to bed because it's 8 in the morning. So thank you. I will see you guys next time.